welcome back to the Cosmic Wheel Sisterhood. Last time we met with Greta and the Peppermancer, both on Dahlia's side, for the elections for the new leader of the Coven. This time we're going to meet with Jasmine's elected witch friend. But first, get comfy, get cozy, and we shall just hop right on into it. Okay, so the last person to speak with is this person. It's the witch mathematician, if I'm not mistaken. Junrisha, yes? Okay. And they are firmly in Camp Jasmine in terms of consuming Adana's corpse and absorbing and keeping all of that power within the Coven as it is. So let's have a conversation with her. Oh, wow. You look so cool. Oh my God. Welcome. Thank you for coming. Thank you for having me. I'm not used to dealing with young witches, so first of all, excuse me if I say something too blunt or out of place. Don't worry, that introduction was polite enough. Good. You need to vote for Jasmine. I don't care for her program, really. It is just imperative that we eat Adana's corpse. Whoa. I thought you came by to do some convincing, not just to order me around. We are inches away from unlocking a new whole dimension of understanding. There will always be time to open the gates to more witches. Who knows? It is possible that if we ascend higher, we can directly grant illumination to anyone. That would be very convenient, huh? I can expose some pretty solid arguments, if I may. Be my guest, please. Do you mind if I summon a Fatomancer's disc to calculate the chances that our interests will align? Knowledge. No, I know your disc's secret. And what might that be? Your invention is pretty convenient for any witch facing some kind of critical situation. What they don't know is that the disc is also recording everything, collecting information for you. That is true indeed. How did you learn about it? My third eye isn't just for looking. Adana's eye has come so handy that it's so good. I believe you to be the first person to know. Please don't disclose it to the rest of the Coven, or you will deprive them of an essential tool. Oh, do we confront them? This is essentially data stealing, which is not cool. You'd like that. If you want people's information, you need consent. Consent is always key. You could always just ask the witches for the information. How about you? Yeah, how about you make the disc stop stealing info? That I won't do. To collect intel on witches' dire situations is in fact its main purpose. Don't you have any sense of ethics? Ethics lose all meaning when you spend a decade trapped inside the dungeon of the Inquisition. I need to gather as much information as possible for the betterment of my holistic formula. I won't disclose any secrets, if that is what you are worried about. Still, the mere knowledge of your peers' issues is a clear violation. Yeah. That's irrelevant. Those are the ethics of the privileged. When you are faced with death, when you become a survivor, it's all about the results. How about you summon a Minister of Secrets, at least, so you can't possibly disclose any sensitive information? I don't see it as necessary, but I will if that keeps you from sabotaging my project. It'll make me feel better, yeah. So you've just been stealing all of the information from all of these witches for however long, and told no one about it. Understood? That's so not cool. Do you mind if I summon a Fatomancer's disc anyway? I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it now that I know that that's how it works. For the purpose of hearing both sides out, I will allow it. The first thing I want to use to demonstrate the advantages of harnessing power is a present. I learned that you craft your own cards using Arcana. With enough power, you could create your own and not be limited to the ones found in a grimoire. Here. The Penitent one. Ooh. The lone survivor of the Brotherhood of the Silent Sorrow, so named because those in the congregation took a vow of silence as a form of penance. Okay, thank you. While I was at the mercy of the Inquisition, I met with a penitent pilgrim. He didn't say anything, but he left a lasting impression on me. Using my holistic formula, I captured his essence in the form of a super arcana for you to use in your divination. Think about the possibilities if you were able to etch any element of the cosmos that marked you into a card. That would come in handy. Is that, yeah, but is that enough of a reason to keep more witches from ascending? It feels too egotistical, yeah. I'm aware that for someone as intelligent as you, flattery won't be enough to make up your mind. So next, allow me to make a demonstration of power. Oh, thrilling. What do you have in mind? Thanks to my understanding of the holistic formula, I made myself immune to fate. Wait, really? That's like my whole thing. Can I not do... am I not able to... Oh my god. Sorry, I laughed. It sounds way too ludicrous. Then go ahead, read my fortune. Throw me at your meanest card. It'll be my pleasure. But wait, my formula may damage your deck in the process. Are you sure you still want to go through it? You're planning to dispel my card, aren't you? I love knowledge. Listen, you are not winning me over right now. You are coming across poorly, I would say. How did you... Is there a way to get a hold of one of those magnificent third eyes of yours? Would you like me to help you find one through my divination? That sounds tempting, but as I told you, I'm immune to the cards of fate. Not much of a perk right now, huh? It's all right, I have my own ways. Even at the cost of a card, do you still want me to demonstrate? I believe it'll be a very valuable lesson. Do your worst. I'm not scared. Very well, draw a card. I still need you to ask a question of sorts to effectively draw a card, and who knows, maybe you'll be surprised. I won't. But I'll play along. Is there a way for you to effectively access my fate? So you're basically challenging me, huh? I'm offering us both growth. I don't like this witch. I feel so bad because I want to give Jasmine's side and Dahlia's side a fair shout, but this witch is being a grumpus. Sinner's rebirth overflowing with hate and regret. Okay, yeah. You're going to destroy this card. Shit, so there's no way around it. I'm afraid not. Could you just not destroy it? Lesson learned. That would be paradoxical. But if you dispel it, you're effectively following fate. That is true. We can call it a draw if you like, but I'm going to dispel that card. No, you haven't just dispelled a card. You obliterated a lot of time I invested in its art. Don't worry, the arcana and the energy you spent on it went back to your grimoire. Now they can become something new. That's the beauty of entropy. But it'll never be the same. If you don't embrace entropy, you will accumulate too much baggage to be able to prosper as a witch. Attachment limits growth. We can still get new things without losing the old ones. As to be expected from a young witch, you are still not ready to value entropy. But you are a smart one. I won't lose hope that in time you'll learn to understand its virtues. I have one more gift. I'd love you to explore the blessing of entropy. This is a special dark matter serum, distilled using the holistic formula. Oh, that is pretty. Add this to your cauldron and it will allow you to dispel cards. That way you will be able to recover the arcana and energy you used and create greater room for experimentation and thus growth. Yeah, that is very interesting. I can get rid of cards that I don't particularly... Like the first couple cards I made, I hate. So I could redo them, is what you're saying. Oh. I'll treasure it. Don't. Just use it. I know. Entropy. Blah, 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 blah. It was a figure of speech. Words aren't excluded from the power of... People can express themselves. Keep that in mind. Understood. Thank you. So, are you more prone to devour Adana and embrace her gifts? I still believe... Listen, you came in here with your grumpus attitude, you destroyed my card, and you have been lying to so many witches about the Fademancer's disc, and you haven't really argued the case for consuming Adana. So no, it still doesn't outweigh welcoming new sisters. And this was like, in comparison, the two experiences of discussing and conversing and connecting with the Peppermancer versus this, I am so pro new witches. Shame. Jasmine will be disappointed. But I'll give you time. You're still young. Experiment with entropy. Sure. I'll be leaving now. Wait. What about the Fatomancer's disc? Did it work? Are we friends now? I don't do friends. Who knows? Only time will tell. So that's how it is, huh? Well, you let me know if you suddenly feel the urge to join forces. Likewise. Farewell, Fortuna. No, I'm firmly in the new witches camp. Quite a character, this Janrisha. She's a bit full of herself, yeah. I sympathize with her. She has that kind of look only a behemoth can recognize. What do you mean? Those eyes. You only get them when you manage to peek behind the curtain. They evoke a calm dread, if that makes any sense. I can picture myself getting there at some point if I keep delving into the mysteries of this deck. Maybe, maybe not. You are too stubborn for that. Hey, I'm not that obstinate. If anything, I see you acquiring the presence of a master. It requires a special kind of confidence to evoke that. Oh. Thank you, Abramar. Only idiots and erudites manage to get there, and I'm still on the fence about which one you are. Very funny. By the way, that dark matter serum is quite the asset. You think so? Of course. Your first cards bear the innocence of the student. That's very romantic and all. But as you develop your expertise, you can recraft those arcana in a more knowledgeable way. I suggest you try it out. Just add a drop to your cauldron over there, and you'll get to dispel a card and recover the arcana and the energy you sealed into them. Maybe I'll give it a try. It's going to be tough to part ways with those nice pieces of art, though. Maybe. You won't be able to reduce your deck size below 4 cards anyway. You've grown too powerful for that. Your divination won't be able to withstand a reading with less than 4 cards at this point. The omnipotent paradox. More or less, yeah. I'll leave you to it. I absolutely do not want to dispel the cosmic wheel. I could dispel this card. I don't feel all that good about this card. So we get a bunch of that energy back. And then we can make a brand new card. Ooh. First we just try to heal this dominion by covering it with the tears of water deities. The waters of Ilvana Paeshiothi are forever boiling. Rituals performed using salt from these waters grant access to the most profound emotions. You know what? I actually like that one. Let's go with this. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Oh well. Oh, ancient eye of our former leader, allow me to pierce through the fabric of this magic. I desire to know more. Emotion, intuition, substance, and truth. I would like that, yes. Now then, the seed of knowledge. This is astral behemoth. The solar, it puts myths from other dimensions inside mortal minds to guide and protect them. I know we're going like right off the bat with some, with just like first picks, but I quite like this as well. And then I would quite like to use, let's go with an Arbiter's book. Whatever they write in these books is updated immediately in the Master Grimoire, and once the information is classified by a superior officer, replicated through every book of every Arbiter. That seems like a good fit for this, because it feels like very like truth, communication, knowledge vibes, you know? I quite like the moon. I quite like the moon being in it. So we could have this. Yeah, that could be the background. I'm loving it. And now we just want to move this around. Yay! Okay, I quite like that. Perfect. Exoelstrom. The ever-boiling sea of tears grants access to the most profound emotions. The caress of the seed nurtures mercy and introspection, retelling myths. The astral being sets new directions. The Arbiter's book puts this revelation in front of many eyes. Ooh, introspection, guide, discovery, mercy, wellness, and authority. I like that. That's like getting in touch with the truth and stuff. Yes. And now we have a new visitor. Let's just have a quick, cheeky little peek. at who this may be. Oh, their familiar is so cute. Oh, it's Patrice. Not cool. I had to learn you can get visitors now from other than you. I don't know if you're aware of the current state of things, but we need to talk. Patrice. An inquiry into values. Reach chapter 5. Things weren't as easy as you have them right now. When I was about the age of little Michael here, I was already working. What did you do, Grandma? I spent most of my childhood helping my mum sew work clothes for the farmers. I wish I had a job already. I hate school and my allowance is miserable. You make more from your allowance than I made sewing clothes. I got paid 30 cents a piece. What? Then why did you even bother doing it? I had to help my mum. She paid $2 a piece. But during those times, it was enough for us to get by. Why is everything more expensive now, Grandma? I don't think I'm ready to explain that. Ask your dad about inflation when you get home. Did your dad explain it to you? I'm afraid not. My dad died in the war. Back in Spain. He didn't have much time to teach me much. Besides how to use a knife and how to cook a mean paella. I love Grandma's yellow rice. You sure do, beautiful. I'll make some paella tomorrow. What do you say? Yes! Yes, yes, yes! Why did you come to America, Yaya? First of all, this is not America. These are the United States. Okay. Why did you come to the US? A couple of years after my dad was killed, my mum had to flee to France with me and your auntie Fortuna to escape from the fascists. Then we moved to the US. What are fascists? Very mean people who don't like anyone who thinks differently from them, or simply is different. Are there any fascists in the US? Too many, I would say. Oh no. What are we gonna do, Grandma? Don't worry about it. I'll protect you all. Yeah, tell us more stories about Aunt Fortuna. You know, this is the perfect place for it. Since it was on this very beach, I saw your aunt for the last time. He was here? Where she died? I've told you 1,000 times. Your Aunt Fortuna didn't die. She went to live in the stars. Come on, Yaya, I'm old enough already. But it is true. We drove here on a beautiful summer night, just the two of us and our friend Eva. I love Eva, she gives me candy. Yes, Eva's always been a sweetheart. Fortuna made a delicious pizza and we opened a nice bottle of grape juice. Wine. Yes, wine, Maria Fortuna. I want wine! That night, there was this beautiful meteor shower, so the three of us made a wish. I asked for my sister to be happy. She wasn't happy? She had a good life here, but she needed more. Your auntie is magical. She's always had special powers. But this world wasn't ready for all she had to give. Out of the blue, she said, I want to be a witch. I'm scared. Shh, Michael, it's all right. She's a good witch. Then she got up and she started walking towards the sea. The stars fell upon her from the sky, but also rose to embrace her from the bottom of the ocean. She walked until she disappeared into the water. She drowned then? No. She went to live in the stars. Don't make me repeat myself. Her body was never found, so she didn't drown. She's in a magical place now, watching over us. Why doesn't she come visit us? That I don't know, sweetheart. Oh. So Patrice always believed. Patrice, you absolute baddie, you look incredible. Hello, Fortuna. Oh no. You're upset. At this point, I'd say I'm more disillusioned than upset. When were you planning on telling me you can accept visitors? Things have been complicated. I don't want to lie to her and just be like, oh, I wasn't going to tell. Just things have been complicated. You weren't even alive. You weren't even alive until very recently when we changed fate. This is such a pattern. I don't know why you keep pushing me away when things get complicated. What do I need to do for you to let your big sister in? Have I ever failed you? Patrice, come on. I explained this to you too many times already. You are in. It's just that I don't like to be saved. And you're always too quick to make my own problems your own. And I want you to be my friend, not my mum. Although not even our mum intruded as much as you do. Oh, I know. Who do you think changed your diapers and took you to school? Not this again. Listen, it's been 2 centuries since I last saw you. Why don't we skip this part and cut to the tense and the cordial conversation? Fine. How are you still checking on your descendants? Nah, I got bored a couple generations ago. It was important for me to veil over Maria, Fortuna, Eric, Michael, and the rest. And I was genuinely curious about how they raised their children, what became of them all. I don't know, the ego trip of witnessing one's legacy. But at some point, it lost all meaning, just because voyeurism, watching strangers go about their lives. They stopped talking about you, huh? Shut up. I know you too well. Prick. How's work? Weird. Not that attractive right now. Why's that? I may put the detective work on hold for a while. With the upcoming elections, I've been getting a lot of unsavory requests. I'm not in the mood for digging up dirt or spying on people. Not for a third party, at least. What do you mean, a third party? We'll get to that in a bit. I don't know if I like the sound of that. So someone in our elections, someone is trying to get dirt on the other party, but it's not either Dahlia or Jasmine, which is interesting. I think if it was going to be anyone, it would be Janrisha, but only because they've given me such a bad vibe and they have been secretive, so that sounds like them. How's Juliet? Are you still together? No, that had to end. We broke up about 50 years ago. What happened? She went and joined the arbitrage office willingly. Can you believe that? Whoa, why did she do that? She was overwhelmed by what being a witch implies. All that freedom, the directionlessness. She depended a lot on me to decide how to use her time, but I'm not the kind to become anyone's conductor. She was fine whenever she was busy, but every time I needed my space, she had severe episodes of anxiety and depression. She knew she was hurting us both. So in the end, her solution was to forego her freedom. From what she's told to me in her letters, becoming an arbiter gave her a mission and a purpose. What a shame. Well, whatever works, I guess. Existential dread is a widespread disease among witches. The irony of immortality. Enough catching up. What about you? What have you done this time? What are you implying? Something embarrassing, dangerous, or illegal, I'm sure. No, let's be honest. Let's be honest here. I think being honest is important. Abramar, show yourself. Holy fuck, Fortuna. A motherfucking behemoth? Pleased to meet you, Patrice. And it talks! Oh my god. What do you mean, it talks? We behemoths fucking invented language. And I'm not an it. Please refer to me as he. What have you done, Fortuna? I did what I had to do to survive. Survive? This will get you executed, erased from the cosmos. I was living death anyway. 200 years, alone, on this rock is worse than oblivion, Patrice. Who could blame you, really? Fucking Adana. We have to use the elections as an opportunity to save your ass. I can start by calling in some favors and see if we can get you in the running. I don't want to be in the running. No. Patrice. What? You're doing it again. Stop. This is my mess. I can handle it. You can't handle shit. Look at the situation you've gotten yourself into. I've been a witch for decades longer than you. I don't need your lessons. You may have been my big sister back on Earth. Not anymore. In fact, you're the little sister now. Know your place. Fortuna! This is so much drama. Oh my God. What did you just say, you ungrateful piece of shit? You heard me. It's my turn to protect you. Just by colluding with me on this behemoth issue, you could be punished too. I didn't even tell my best friends. That's why I didn't want you to get involved. The fucking nerve. I don't need your help. The sooner you get that into your head, the better. Why did you turn me into a witch then? I did not turn you into a witch. You were destined to become one. How many times do we have to go over this? I just read the cards. Wait. What? Oh my God. Are you all right? I did turn you into a witch. Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm so sorry, Patrice. What are you on about? What? You're sorry now? What's going on? Oh shit, you're bone cancer. Oh shit, oh my fucking life. Well, we read that all, didn't we? We made that fate. We gave her that. Oh God. Fortuna, easy. I'm sorry. I'm truly sorry. I recently learned something about my divination that it changes everything. What's going on? I'm not a reader. I'm a writer. What the hell does that mean? Adana's corpse visited me recently. She told me why she sent me into exile and why she took away my deck. I'm not seeing the future. I'm deciding it, forging what's ahead. I killed you. Whoa, 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 slow down. First of all, we were kids. You were not responsible for my fate, no matter the forces behind it. I gave you fucking cancer. Hey, shut it. I had a great life. If not cancer, it would have been a truck. Or the aftermath of all the drugs I did. I do not hold you accountable for any of that. Still, I'm so sorry. And then you're right. You always have been right. I turned you into a witch. I couldn't bear you dying, and I dragged your soul into space. Well, I do hold you accountable for that. Not that I hate it, being a witch. It beats eternal slumber. However, I think you owe me. You must let me in. You wanted me back in your life so bad, you pulled me out of death's embrace. Now own it. This is too much, Patrice. I don't want to read the cards anymore. The responsibility, it's overwhelming. Listen. I see how your powers present quite an ethical conundrum. But we're not on Earth anymore. I haven't met a single witch that isn't fucking overpowered and exploiting her abilities to satisfy her ambitions. You're like a super witch. So what? Use your powers to do good or whatever. I don't know, Patrice. Moreover, I believe you should act on it, like that spider guy that Eva liked. Having great power and not using it is irresponsible. It doesn't go like that. No? Well, you get me. She was referencing Spider-Man. That's so funny. But where do I draw the line? Case by case. I know you're a good person. I'm not afraid of letting you tamper with fate. Read the cards for me. Come on. Really? What about? Read into my end. What? No! Come on. We all have an expiry date, even witches. Write me a beautiful death. Patrice. You know, being aware of how I was meant to die gave me superpowers back when I was immortal. It's weird, but I miss that powerful dread. Please, Fortuna, grant me illumination once again. All right. I love you, Patrice. I love you too. Here we are again. But let me tell you, this is the last time you make me read into your end. You get reincarnated or whatever, you deal with the pain of being alive like the rest of us. Deal. Wait. How does this new deck of yours work? For you, it's going to be the same. Mechanically speaking, it's just like tarot. But I crafted this deck myself, capturing arcana inside the cards, so I can fine-tune my style of divination and don't need to be so dependent on the classic tarot symbols. Wow, cool. Okay, show me what you got. Oh, Oh, we pulled this one. Oh, this is nice. Okay. Introspection, guide, discovery, mercy is nice in this situation. Wellness and authority. Yes, good. A sign. You'll turn yourself into a gemstone trinket to veil over your favorite student. You will ascend one more time. You'll become a goddess of inspiration and will only be able to interact with this plane through signs and revelations. You are destined to go out in a cosmic orgy, your essence scattered throughout 100 lovers. You will get to witness the end of this universe and perish along with whoever remains to experience the end of it all. I like the goddess of inspiration because I do think she's inspiring. I think she would want this one, or I think she would want the cosmic orgy. Your essence scattered throughout 100 lovers. That's so lovely and poetic as well. I would choose this one. Really? You gotta be kidding me. Let me rest in peace for once, for God's sake. I thought you always wanted to be a goddess. Please. I'm a goddess already, bitch. And that's why. That is why. Yes, Patrice. I know. Can you change it? I'm sorry, it doesn't work that way. The cards let me access a selection of possible futures, and I scry through them. Can you see how much time I have left? Nope. I'm sorry. But if it didn't come up in the reading, then it's not going to happen anytime soon. Well, that will have to do then. So what do you think of my new deck? It's pretty cool, yeah. I was a bit fed up with tarot, to be honest. Yeah, me too. Now that I think about it. It'll take more time to get bored of these cards since I can keep producing new ones. The illustrations, do you make them yourself? They're pretty cool. I compose them with existing arcana, but they leave a lot of room for creativity. I don't know, it's fun. Happy to hear you're having a good time. Okay, we've dealt with my own demise. What do you say we focus on avoiding yours now? Here we go again. Fine, what do you have in mind? I want you to run for leader. What? No! I'm deadly serious. When I learned that Adana died and the Coven needed a new leader, I automatically thought of you. Your divination makes you the perfect candidate. That's why it pissed me off extra to discover that you could receive visitors this late. We've already lost a lot of time that we could have put into preparing your campaign. I'm sorry about that, but anyway, Dahlia and Jasmine are already running. I would feel so guilty. We just told them that we would support them in the running. Dahlia and Jasmine are already running. So? They call dibs on the seat or what? Things will get too tense if I decide to run now. I'm very conflict avoidant. They'll have to deal with it. For God's sake, we're all centuries old. I'd demand a certain degree of maturity from us all. You have exactly the same right to run for leader. The problem is that I told both Dahlia and Jasmine that I would help them with their campaigns. Why would you tell them that? That's stupid. I'd respect it if you believed in one of your friends becoming the new leader and decided to back them. But you can't support opposing political campaigns. You're going to hinder them both. Let them know that you're running yourself and that you can't support them anymore. It'll be better for everyone. I mean, we could pick and choose and then we can make it so that summoning behemoths would be fine. You know, this idea does have merit now that I think about it. Okay, I'll do that. Finally, you're talking some sense. You're going to make a great leader, trust me. You're not the first one to tell me I'd make a great leader. You all are going to make me believe I should do it. You should. You must. I'll help you. First order of business is to define a program. I'm going to do some scouting and I'll come back with a picture of the current political landscape. Then we can decide where we stand on the hottest topics. Okay. Well, this is all moving so fast. Don't worry, I'll make it easy for you. See you in a bit, get your deck in order, relax a bit, and we'll set everything in motion when I come back. Cool. See you later. Bye. What a bossy sister. Tell me about it. The air seal didn't seem to make a dent on her. I'm a bit disappointed in my magic. I'd say Patrice adores me in her own way. She just has a tough way of expressing love. I'm beginning to think I sided with the wrong sister. Shut up. So, shit is getting real. Are you excited? More anxious than anything, yeah. A couple of days out of exile and already want to be left alone. If I make it to leadership, my first ordinance will be to limit meetings to once a month. Oh my god, Fortuna, you are so relatable. Okay then, what do you need me to do? What do you mean? For example, do you want me to deliver a letter to summon Dahlia and Jasmine to let them hear about your final stance? If we want to keep them as friends and run our own campaign, I think being honest and truthful about it is important. Because Patrice is right. We have every right to run in the campaign, just like they do. But not telling them about it would be, I think, detrimental to the friendship. So, good idea. You never know how gruesome things will get. And the three of us didn't have the chance to meet just to hang out like old times. So, do invite them, please. I will. I'm glad you let Patrice know about me. You don't have to worry. She's loyal. Oh, I'm not worried. On the contrary, I'm eager to team up with her. Team up? Come on. You have a behemoth on your side and you are planning on not using me during the campaign. Just let your sister know about my skills. I'm sure she'll put them to good use. I can spy on opponents, dig up some dirt, spin the cosmic wheel a bit in our favour, you know. Okay. I guess that's a great resource. But don't you do anything without our approval? Absolutely. It may not look like it, but I am a team player. Yeah, sure. I think I'm going to lay down for a bit now. I need some rest before facing the mess I've got myself into. Talk to you later. Guardian of words, you dream about being a fish with the beautiful black and gold scales and fractal patterns. One day roaming your favorite reef, you encounter an octopus whose camouflage shifts constantly. Displaying images of outer space, he tells you that within your scales is written the secret to travel into and beyond a black hole. What was that about? Oh dear. Oh dear. Dahlia's not here though, but Jasmine is. But that's going to have to wait till next time. Thank you so much for watching. I'm sorry this one's a little bit longer than we typically do, but we got a lot of information going. I hope you stay fed, I hope you stay watered, and I hope you stay rested, friends. Have a cracking time zone. Know that you're loved, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye, lovelies.